Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott's Selections here for Wednesday, June 2nd. Before getting today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We picked up a nice winner in the NBA with the Celtics and Nets over 231.5 at minus 110 on FanDuel. Line climbed all the way up to 234. Game landed exactly 232. Bit of luck involved. Needed 67 points in the fourth quarter and got exactly 67. Thank you, Tristan Thompson, for actually making two free throws for once, and we ended up picking up a nice winner. So look for another winner here in the NBA on Wednesday. And for the play of the day, we're going to be looking at the late game between the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers, taking place at around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And for the play of the day, we like the home team here. We like the Clippers minus 6.5 at minus 117 on Bet Online. At time of recording of 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Coverage why I like the Clippers in the spot. First of all, you look at how the series has gone so far. Really a tale of two halves. Dallas started off doing really well, won the first two games, and people thought the Clippers were dead to rights. Then the Clippers turned it around, mostly after the first quarter in Game 3, and the Clippers have won each of the last two games by at least 10 points. Plus, the Clippers blew out the Mavericks in the last game on the road and won by 24 points in the process. Now, you look at Dallas, and the main reason why this team has fallen apart, it has to do with the fact that the supporting cast has really not been doing much after a very hot start to the series, and the fact that Luka Doncic is still dealing with a neck-shoulder issue. It originally was a neck issue, then it seemed to go down to the shoulder, and he's been working on it for the last couple of days, which might help explain why he was so bad in Game 4. But he's going to play in this one, that's obvious, but it'll easily be less than 100%, and you assume that with him being less than 100% against this Clippers team, he should struggle once again. Meanwhile, you're looking at the Clippers offensively. We know Doncic at the end of the day could still get his own against the Clippers because they can't guard him. But if you want to talk about people who are unguardable in the series, you got to talk about Dallas. Now, Dallas has struggled guarding both Kawhi and Paul George. Kawhi is averaging 33 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game, 3.8 assists per game, 2.3 steals per game. And by the way, he's shooting 62% from the floor. So they keep throwing Kleber at him. Kleber can't guard him, and Kawhi's doing whatever he wants. Meanwhile, Paul George, who has been historically a terrible playoff performer, has been really good in the series, and I will give him credit where credit is due. But Paul George is averaging 25 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game, and 4.5 assists per game, and he's also shooting 50% from the floor. So in addition to Doncic, who of course is the main source of offense for this team, since Porzingis, of course, has been terrible all series long and pretty much all season long, Kawhi and Paul George have been getting whatever they want, and Dallas had no answers defensively. So I do think the Clippers should continue to roll offensively, while defensively they seem to have figured out a nice rotation, a nice group of guys, mostly involving some point guards and a lot of wingers. They really stopped using Zubac entirely, and that has really made all the difference in this series. But you want to talk about this Clippers defense, which only gave up 81 points in the last game. Dallas has scored less than 26 points in each of the last 6 quarters. So the Clippers have really just buckled down defensively. I don't see that changing, especially in the Staples Center. I think the Clippers come out, bury them, win this game by double digits, and then we'll see if Dallas can respond for Game 6. But the play that once again here for Wednesday, June 2nd is going to be on the Clippers, minus 6.5 at minus 117 on Bet Online. Bye, everyone.